rock store. And it reminded me of one of my coolest childhood memories from this exact same area up here that had to do with the Hells Angels. So just about a mile and a half down the road, my grandfather had land. So he was a wealthy guy. But he literally bought an acre for every acre. He bought so many acres, over like 1,000 up here, and he got so many acres, and it was so early, it was so long ago that he got every acre for under $1. That's the way the story goes. I found that hard to believe, but he bought so much land. He owned the whole four corners of Kanan Dume and Mulholland. So he ended up selling off 3 corners by the time I was alive, and we just had like 350 acres on the northwest corner of Kanan Dume. It's now a state park, Rocky Oaks National Park. But when I was a kid, we always had like over 360 heads of cattle on there, and 2 chicken coops. So we would go up there a lot. We'd go up there at least once a month. And my dad had a Jeep, and I started driving at 14 up there. I could fully drive a stick shift and 4-wheel drive at age 14 on our land. And we'd go hunting. We'd go hunting for dove and quail and rabbit. We weren't allowed to, and the rangers would come by and hassle us every now and then. But we could go out early and get breakfast, or have it prepared for dinner. So that was really cool. And then you wake up, you'd have fresh eggs right from the chicken coop and whatnot. But anyways, so we were up here one day, coming to the ranch. That's what we called it. And my dad's old Jeep broke down. So we're on the side of the road. My family of 4, me, my brother, and my mom and dad. And we're sitting there. And I see my dad kind of perk up, because I'm facing forward and he's facing behind the Jeep. And he did something that I always could tell. It was his tell, like in poker. Whenever he was nervous, he'd start. He had a big mustache, 70s, like a porno star mustache. And he'd do this, right? So he started doing that, so I knew he was nervous. So I turn around and, well, what's he looking at? Why is he nervous? I turn around. There's a whole a whole group of Hells Angels coming at us. And then they slowly pull off the side of the road and pull up right behind us. So now my dad's kind of like trying to posture himself, like a tough guy. And they don't even really acknowledge him. They just get off their bikes and they start going down and looking at their bikes. They were getting their tools out. And then they come up to the Jeep with some tools and can we offer some assistance to you? How cool is that? So lifted the hood, and we were encircled by Hells Angels that had no interest but to provide us assistance. That's a cool memory. I was probably 8 to 10, somewhere in that range. Wild. So that would have been around maybe 75, 74, 75. Pretty cool.